This mural represents the Eastern European internees that were in Canada in the 1914 era.
This giant wall mural tells an important story about Vernon's history. It's just one of about 30 murals you'll find spread throughout the downtown core.
And it all started with one wall and probably a budget, not exaggerating, of about $1,000.
But over the years, it evolved into a massive project that brought together people from all walks of life and helped revitalize Vernon's downtown.
Like many downtowns in the mid to late 90s, we had a lot of vacant storefronts. We were really sort of trying to rejuvenate through the Downtown Association people's interest in the heart of their city again.
Not an easy task at the time, but the Downtown Vernon Association saw it as an opportunity.
Those were the days that, malls were coming into great prevalence and people were entertaining a completely different sort of shopping experience. So what we really needed for the downtown core, over and above events and festivals and sales, was a broader strategic context for what was going to happen in the area that the community could really embrace and become a part of as well.
So after a lot of input from the community, the project began to move forward.
At that time, there were three ladies operating three facets that worked together. Mary Jo O'Keefe in tourism management, myself with the DVA, and Renata King in charge of economic development. And at that time, the three of us actually went after dovetailing grants.
Next, they found artist Michelle Lackery, and things started to come to life. Her first task was to paint murals that depicted Vernon as the transportation hub of the Okanagan.
The train mural was Charles E. Perry. That was important because Charles E. Perry was the engineer at the beginning, and so, for people who follow trains and the infrastructure of our communities, that was really important.
We needed to bring that authentic story about why Vernon was where it was and the important role that it played in the growth and development of the Okanagan as a whole, not just in this community.
Monica Jewell was one of the many artists involved in the painting led by Michelle.
To paint on such a large scale, I think was really unique to BC and Canada. I don't think we really were tackling murals yet in this country.
So the important for me is that it becomes an event, because you see muralists around the world and they do amazing stuff and they have a voice, and that's public art. This is community art, and it's different. I saw at a very early age that people coming together can exchange knowledge, and so this was done so that young people could enter the communities, those that don't fit the traditional education system or don't have family support.
It was great because you got to bounce ideas off each other, and it was never about Michelle saying, I'm the boss and you have to follow. It was very much, hey, we're all together, we all want to do this. Let's make something special for a small community that we have all grown up with, are attached to.
Michelle is now traveling around teaching others about Vernon's model, which she says is above all else about building communities.
It becomes a living, breathing space between the wall and the community, and the magic happens on the sidewalk. It doesn't happen on the wall.
A summary of the murals and their meanings can be found on the DVA's website, downtownvernon.com. For Go Okanagan, I'm Jamie Ross.